Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So it is very hard for me this season. It's spring and we tend to say spring cleaning. During my depression, I use it as a time of silence, as a time to declutter myself, questioning every relationship in my life. One of the things about me is when I don't have clarity, when I'm uncertain about things, I make crazy impulsive decisions. And I come to an understanding that whomever is in my life, no matter the relationship that I have with them, no matter how painful it may be, I realize that even if I walk away, I come back or open myself up in a hope that things will be different, and the distance will make them understand where they will see the value in the relationship. But regardless of the relationship, it takes two. Both people have to be willing to see things and do the work. And a lot of us, we want things, but we're not willing to work for it. And a lot of the time, people prefer to stay quiet and not say anything and ignore a situation instead of talking about it. And to me, I feel like communication, conversation, the hard conversation are the best type of communication. The transparency, even though it's painful, it's hurtful, those are the conversation people should have. And it's been a struggle for me since last year, accepting certain people in my life for who they are, what they want, what they love. And my biggest one is my career choice, that some people will never be happy with it because they think the fact that you are on social media, that you don't have privacy, that people know everything and everything that's going on. No. What people doesn't understand, being in social media, everybody's on social media for something different. For me, I want other people to learn from my experience. I want other people to see there is more to what we have been told. If we want it, if we search for it, if we are determined to want more, and if we know that we are deserving of more, we're gonna remain consistent with everything we do. Healing for me, it was for me because I felt like I was all over the place. I couldn't stand still. I couldn't do anything. My emotion, my mental, my energy, everything was off. So healing for me was a big deal. And sometimes I'll get up and I'm like, I don't recognize myself. But the relationships that are the hardest for me are the closest link to me. And they are relationship where I don't want to hurt those people, especially because of the things that we share based on mutual people that we love. However, I would be okay being a villain in someone's story. I would be okay for someone else to feel some type of way in any type of way, to be honest, instead of me being a fool in my own story. I was a fool for so long in my story. I was so broken and so down. I hated the person in the mirror. I was disgusted with my own self. When people tell me I was pretty, I felt like it was an insult. When people compliment me, I used to feel like it was an insult. Perfume was my go-to. And I stopped wearing it because I didn't want the compliment people was telling me. I stopped doing makeup because I didn't want the compliment people was telling me. I remember you couldn't tell me nothing. I would be in the high heels for hours and hours at work, at school. I was never a girly girl. I was always into bohemian look. I never liked a bright eye. I love a bright lips. I love a matte lipstick. That was my thing. And I wouldn't mind oily things and stuff like that. I like blush. I love wearing fragrances. I love wearing certain bold colors. I love my natural nails. I love a lot of different things. I love putting wrap in my head. Those were me. But it was always a conflict between the things that I love, between the things that I want, based on everyone around me. But after an event that happened to me yesterday, I feel like I am only responsible for me, and the biggest job that I've gotten so far, it's being a mother, because it was something that was given to me by God. He trusted me to protect those kids, and I feel like it doesn't matter whom it is. It would be selfish for me to keep them in an environment that are either toxic or where I know the love isn't pure. And something that I realize is that if someone doesn't love you, it is impossible for them to love and care for your children. And if someone haven't healed from the things, their trauma, the things that have broken them themselves, it is impossible for them to see the light. You could force it in them, they will never see it. And it is so sad to see how many relationships that I will have to end because of that. It's painful, but I prefer to know where I'm going. I prefer to know where I'm standing. I prefer to have clarity, for me to be certain in my choice, because at my age, I don't want to make an impulsive decision. I don't have time for me to waste on bad decision and bad choices. And I don't have time for me to go back into conversation. If I initiate a conversation and someone, you choose not to talk about it, you choose to ignore it, I feel like I will take your silence as this is it for you, and stand in my own ground and protect my own self and my priority. Because life have this thing about them where there is nothing and no one that can ever love you more than you love yourself. And when someone is longing, I know how it feels to long for a love from a parent, from a sibling, for you to want to be accepted, for you to want to be loved, for you to want to be understood. I know how that feels, so I understand them, and if anything, I feel sorry. I feel sorry, but it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna have to learn to not just heal, but yet again, especially right now, I'm in a phase where I am mastering me. I am getting to know and practicing on being the person that I want to be. And it's going to be a very hard journey, because I'm going to have to be mending my heart at the same time and my soul. And this one's going to be a hard one. It's going to be a really hard one, a really tough one, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I have no choice but to be okay. When someone makes a decision for you, I gotta be okay with it.